Good morning, y'all. Okay, I want to hop on here really quick before my phone dies. I got like 4% left. My, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the way I just went through this roller coaster and wave of thoughts and emotions. Oh my goodness. I'll tell about it more in another video. But I was diagnosed with OCD and ADHD and PTSD years ago. So just been processing through that. But the way I often get woken up about 2-ish, 3-ish in the morning, and then it just goes, thoughts go, spiral. Then I'm up and I'm trying to get back to sleep. Eventually I did get back to sleep. Just asked God to take it, fight it for me, and before I knew I was back to sleep. And I woke up in the morning and I had enough energy to, I knew I was gonna get up and go to the gym. Well, I actually laid there for well over an hour, just mind going again, contemplating and overthinking about all the things I'm dealing with at work right now and with difficult staff. I manage a health clinic, and so all that comes with that. And helping people with making shifts and changes. So all of that can be extremely taxing and overwhelming. So your mind goes, well, at least mine does. I know other people's might as well. So I laid there for like an hour, and then my mind and brain kept on wanting to adjust from contemplating on that and worrying about that to the things that I want to accomplish in my life. So I was looking at my vision board, intention board that I created earlier this year that I keep on my wall. So when I wake up, it's the first thing that I see when I put my focus on it. So this morning, when my mind kept on wanting to do that, my vision kept on going to the vision board / intention board, which was pretty amazing as I say it out loud. And then eventually I was able to get out of that and then get clothes on, started my car, then I took care of some bills. And by the time I got out the house, it was probably like 10-ish, and I need to go to the grocery store and go to the gym. So I was contemplating on, do I go to the gym first or grocery store first? And I wind up going to the grocery store first. And oftentimes when I do that, I don't feel like going to the gym. And I walked, took my time, took a lot of time in Audi, up and down pretty much every aisle, but I took time to figure out what it is that I was going to buy instead of buying my regular. So I spent a lot more time in the produce section, have a full cart of great items, looking at ingredients. I'm working on shifting back to keto, but the healthiest form of keto as possible. So I had a lot more produce in there, healthy produce. Didn't have a lot of dairy, a lot more vegetables, high fiber, low carb options. And just what happens with me as a result of the OCD, I get stuck on my thoughts of making good choices and bad choices and how God views my choices. That's the short and sweet of the type of OCD I have. But the reality of that type of OCD is I get super engulfed in thought, and then it impacts my emotions, and I get stuck and I don't move forward, and I'm worried about what God think about my decisions, and then the fear associated with it and the feeling of overwhelm. And before I know it, I'm like just stuck in that, and I just want to curl up, call my mom, put on jammies, put on something that's gonna make me smile, and I don't want to do anything. Well, that will keep me stuck, and that kept me stuck for a long time. So I've been fighting out of that. So on the way home from the grocery store, I had a thought on the way there, and when I was leaving out, well, you're already parked here, it's sunny outside, why don't you just go for a run, put your groceries in the trunk and go for a run. And I had the thought of doing that, and then it was like, people looking, it's cold outside. So nonetheless, put the stuff in the trunk, and then I was just gonna go home and feeling pretty crappy about that because I didn't stick to something for me, but I'm sticking to things for everybody else, for my job, for my kids, whatever. But I didn't stick to my word of going to the gym. And then on the way home, all of a sudden, all of that was taken out of my mind. I got over that feel of really feeling down and out. And then it was like, okay, just go for 10 minutes. Just go for 10 minutes. And I just came in. It was packed in the gym. Didn't want to be bothered by people. packed up in here, and then I just decided to get on the elliptical. I was gonna do Stairmaster, treadmill. Got on the treadmill, and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk. So I got on there. I'm like, I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna walk. I'll say about 3 minutes in walking, I was like, just run a little bit. And then it was like, okay, run to 5 minutes. So I ran to exactly 5 minutes, turned it off, and walked again, and then increased it to a heel. And then I was like, okay, it was 7 minutes. I'm like, run at least 2 minutes, just get to the 10 minutes. So I ran for 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes, and I had the incline all the way up to 5, the speed at 5, and I ran. Then I realized, like, you kicking butt. And so from there, I finished out that. I wound up finishing at 11 and a half minutes. I did over the 10 minutes, and I went over to the side to just stretch, but then I wound up like picking up some weights and doing a little strength training. And then I probably did maybe 10 minutes of that, doing different things. And then I laid there and off to the side and did my stretches, and I put my hand across my heart and the other hand, the arm across my stomach, and I just hugged myself and did some breathing exercise and just loved on myself. So all in all, what I'm trying to say, the last thing I did after I did all that, and I laid there, I stretched, I did all the things to stretch. My sciatic nerve has been flaring up a bit, and I got up, and on my way out, I started celebrating myself. And like, you did that, girl. Well done. Good job. I'm proud of you. You did that. You did not feel like doing it. You only was going to do 10 minutes. You didn't even want to do that. And your mind was doing what it does. And you pushed through, and you came, and you kicked butt. You exceeded what you set out to do. You actually accomplished what you originally was going to do, but you just did it at a different time frame. And when you got in here, you didn't feel like doing it, but you wound up doing way more. Well done. That's a major win. That is a major win. So I'm just proud of myself. I thank God for helping me through that process and this battle that I have with my thoughts. I'm just not waiting because I'm working through it, but I'll be happy. I thought of this leaving out at Audi. I'll be happy when when the day comes where I no longer battle this, where I don't battle it at this level. I'm way better now than I was before, so thank God for growth. But I'm ready to be completely done with battling that at that level, and it doesn't try to like block all my joy and steal my energy and my desire to do things that are great for myself and for others. So I just want to come on and say, stay encouraged, stay uplifted.